Hello, my dear brothers and sisters. Warmly welcome all of you to a new episode of Crime. Before we move ahead in today's story, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so you never miss an update from us. So let's begin today's episode. Surat city in Gujarat is famous across the world for its saris and diamond industry. In the Magdala village of Surat, on 6th September 2020, around 7 in the morning, smoke was seen coming from the room of Oneda Burson, also known as Mimi, a Thai girl living there on rent. As soon as people saw the smoke, they gathered around. The door of her room was locked from the outside. People assumed that Oneda might have gone out and the fire had started in her absence. They began guessing possible reasons for the fire. Maybe a short circuit, or maybe she left the gas stove open. Everyone had their own theory. Meanwhile, a neighbor called the landlord Naginbhai Prabhubai Patel and informed him about the fire. Within a short time, the landlord's son-in-law Hitesh Bhai arrived at the spot. Hitesh asked the neighbors if anyone had seen Oneda, but no one knew anything. He quickly broke the lock and opened the door. Inside, there was heavy smoke. A fire was burning on the mattress lying on the floor. Hitesh asked for water from the neighbors and somehow managed to extinguish the flames. When he pulled the burnt sheet away, he saw something horrifying. There were human feet underneath the blanket. The moment people realized there was a body on the burning mattress, panic spread everywhere. And the most disturbing part, the room was locked from the outside. If Oneda was inside, then who locked the door from outside? Frightened, the people called the police. Within a short while, the Umrah police station team reached the scene and entered the room. Even then, the mattress was still burning. The police poured water and doused the fire. When they examined the mattress closely, they found the charred body of a young woman. Her entire body, including her face, was badly burned. However, based on her height and some remaining belongings, the locals identified the body as Oneda's. During the investigation, it was revealed that Oneda, a resident of Thailand, had come to live in that rented house just 3 to 4 months ago. She had a Thai friend named Rongti Miao, who also lived there, but at the time Rongti was in Bharuch city. Shockingly, Oneda's mobile phones were missing from the scene, and she usually kept 2 or 3 expensive phones. There was no evidence of forced entry or signs of robbery. Only some food items, liquor bottles, glasses, and soft drink bottles were found. The neighbors told police that Oneda worked at a spa in Izan Mall, Surat. She returned home the night before, around 8:30 p.m. in an auto rickshaw. Later, her friend came to meet her. The two appeared to have a party. First, there were sounds of laughter, but later there were sounds of fighting. Some residents also claimed that 3 boyfriends of Oneda arrived late at night in a car. An unknown young man was seen roaming the area on a motorcycle. Some people suspected Oneda's ex-boyfriend Lalu. But the strangest part, no one heard Oneda scream, even though she was burned alive. According to medical science, if a conscious person is set on fire, they will surely scream in pain. So, did Oneda commit suicide? Or was this something far more sinister? The case was filled with mystery and confusion. It wasn't clear whether this was murder or a tragic accident. The forensic team collected evidence from the room and took several samples, clearly suspecting foul play. The police registered a case under accidental death and started further investigation. Many Thai girls and other single women live in Magdala and nearby areas. Police questioned them as well, but found no solid lead. They learned that Vanida Oneda was married. Her husband and son live in Thailand, while she lived alone in Surat. Through the locals, the police acquired her address in Thailand, and the Thailand High Commission was informed. As no clues turned up, the police shifted their focus to CCTV footage from nearby areas. Though the CCTV footage didn't reveal much, police noticed some suspicious individuals and decided to interrogate them. On 7th September, a special investigation team, SIT, was formed under DCP VD Chaudhary. It included officers from both the Umrah police and the crime branch. The site consulted the forensic team. According to the forensic experts, the nature of the burn injuries did not indicate an accidental fire. Even if there had been a short circuit, the body wouldn't have burned so severely. Also, when someone is caught in fire, they try to escape or extinguish it. But Oneda's body was found still lying flat. That was very unusual. Experts suspected that someone else had burned her. An inflammable liquid might have been used. The fire was limited only to the mattress, which was made of cotton and did not spread to the rest of the room. This meant it was a controlled fire, something not typical of an accidental blaze. The fact that the room was locked from outside raised even more suspicion. A person only allows someone to lock the door from outside if they trust them or feel unsafe inside and want protection. But the police couldn't find anyone whom Oneda asked to lock the door. Experts concluded that Oneda might have been intoxicated, deeply unconscious at the time of the fire. That's why she neither screamed nor tried to escape. The forensic reports leaned heavily towards murder, but the police wanted solid evidence before registering it as a homicide case. The electricity officials of South Gujarat Vij Company Limited, DGVCL, were also called for inspection to determine whether a short circuit had occurred. After investigation, the officials confirmed there was no short circuit in the room. On the third day after the body was found, police interrogated 16 people separately. These included Vanida's roommate, the auto driver who had taken her to her house and to the spa, her friends, and a few suspicious people seen in the CCTV footage. Police also obtained the call details of Vanida's mobile number. Meanwhile, after the post-mortem was conducted, the police performed Vanida's last rites. They examined her viscera and other samples. The investigation revealed that 27-year-old Vanida had come to Surat a year ago on a tourist visa. For the last 3 to 4 months, she had been living in a rented room at Naganbhai Patel's house. A girl named Ragathi Miao, also a resident of Thailand, was staying with her. The forensic department submitted a preliminary report. The cause of death was not specified. But one thing was clear. Vanida was alive when she was set on fire. Carbon particles were found in her windpipe, which indicates that she was breathing when the fire started. It's suspected that she may have been unconscious, either due to alcohol or some intoxicant, before being set on fire. Since the victim was a foreign national, the police began investigating the case from every possible angle. During the interrogation, the police came across certain clues which pointed towards murder. When they began probing with this angle, it became apparent that the killer was extremely clever. To burn Vanida's body, the killer used alcohol or nail paint instead of petrol or kerosene. Possibly deodorant or some other odorless inflammable substance was used, because petrol or kerosene would have left a strong smell. On September 11th, Umrah police station registered a murder case against an unknown person. The case was filed based on the DGVCL report and other forensic evidence. After questioning over 80 people and reviewing footage from more than 50 CCTV cameras, police narrowed their suspicion to 2 people, Ayda and Chetan. Ayda, a resident of Thailand, was a close friend of Vanida and worked in a spa just like her. Chetan lived near Vanida's house and was the last person to call her on September 5th. He worked as a manager in a Surat-based spa. Police appointed informants and began monitoring both suspects, but eventually their focus shifted entirely to Ayda. After collecting enough evidence, Surat Police Commissioner Ajay Tamar officially revealed the breakthrough in the murder case on September 14, 2020. Ayda was arrested. During interrogation, the horrifying truth behind Vanida's murder came to light. Ayda and Vanida were both from Thailand, of similar age and both married. Vanida had a son and a husband who lived in Thailand. She had come to India on a tourist visa to earn money. As spa work was in high demand, especially for foreign girls, she had managed to get a job easily in Surat. She was financially stable and often sent money back to her family. Ayda, too, was on a tourist visa and had been separated from her husband for about a year. She was also living in a rented house in Magdala village, just a 10-minute walk from Vanida's place. Naturally, both women grew close and partied together frequently. Their late-night parties included vodka, beer, cigarettes, hookah, lobster, and more. But things started to take a dark turn. Ayda's visa was about to expire on September 26th. She needed money to renew it and had even spoken to an agent. On top of that, her brother in Bonpako, Thailand, had gotten into a car accident, and the vehicle had been confiscated by police. She needed money to get it released. Ayda tried borrowing money from a few people, but received no help. She knew Vanida had good savings and was preparing to return to Thailand on September 20th. Ayda assumed she would be holding a large amount of cash. That's when she hatched a plan to rob Vanida after making her drunk. On the night of September 5th, Ayda arrived at Vanida's house around 9:30 p.m. They drank vodka, smoked hookah, and ate fish. Ayda intentionally made Vanida drink excessively. Once Vanida lost consciousness, Ayda began searching for valuables. But she feared that if Vanida woke up and realized her belongings were missing, she'd accuse her of theft or scream. So to silence her forever, Ayda decided to kill her. She strangled the unconscious Vanida with a blanket. Then she covered her with tissue paper and a nylon blanket and set her on fire using a lighter. Because she was unconscious, Vanida didn't even get a chance to scream. She was burnt alive. Ayda stole valuables worth Arbal or 1 lakh, including 3 iPhones and a gold chain, and returned to her own room early the next morning. She hid Vanida's gold chain inside a rice container. Shockingly, on September 6th, when Vanida's charred body was discovered, Ayda stood with folded hands among other Thai women, mourning the deceased, pretending to be shocked. No one suspected her. The mystery finally started unraveling during police interrogation of Vanida's roommate, Ragathi Miao. Miao told the police that after Vanida's death, she had brought some belongings from Baruch, and due to the fire at Vanida's place, she asked Ayda to keep them. Ayda's landlord refused to store any more items, so Miao gave some things to her usual auto driver. At that moment, Ayda also handed over a bag to the driver, saying she would collect it later. These drivers were often used by Thai spa workers to travel. The auto driver stored both bags at his house. When questioned, Miao told police that Vanida had 3 phones and a gold chain, which were now missing. Police then interrogated the driver, who confirmed the story. When they searched the bag, one of Vanida's phones was recovered. This strengthened their suspicion against Ayda. During further questioning, Ayda pretended not to understand Hindi, Gujarati, or English, and only responded in Thai. An interpreter had to be brought in. She repeatedly denied killing Vanida and demanded proof. Because it was a case involving a foreign national, the police couldn't use harsh interrogation methods. But when they searched Ayda's house, they found Vanida's gold chain hidden inside the rice box, along with other stolen items. On being shown the CCTV footage, Vanida entering the building around 9:30 p.m. and Ayda leaving with a covered face at 4:30 a.m., she confessed to the murder. Police also recovered the key to the lock Ayda had used to secure the door from the outside after killing Vanida. Further investigation revealed that Ayda had a criminal history. She had been involved in running gambling dens in Malaysia and Japan. The police are now tracing those records. In the end, Ayda, who had come to India to earn money, killed her own friend out of greed. Now, she will face the consequences of her crime in India.